And if y'all raise your hand there, men, let them know that these are people who have a great vision for the town of Atoka. We also have with us Tipton County Mayor Jeff Huffman, State Representative Deborah Moody, and Senator Norris, and Governor will talk about them a little bit more. So, Mayor, where are you? There he is, right there. Good. I'm so pleased to work with these fine public servants in representing the people of Atoka and South Tipton County. Atoka is a better place because of their service, and I thank you all for everything that you do, men and women. Atoka has seen dramatic growth in recent years, building on a reputation of low taxes, safe neighborhoods, top-rated schools. The town continues to invest in its infrastructure and public facilities that enhance the quality of life for the people and citizens of Atoka. In the past 2 years, we've invested more than $2 million in roads, walking paths, parks, and playgrounds, all designed to support a healthy, active community and to make Atoka an even better place to call home. I might also add that we've done all this without incurring any debt, without raising taxes on our citizens, not 1 cent, and we've done it this way. And I might add it was a vision of the prior administration and others that started this process. We're proud of our community and are working hard today to build an even better tomorrow for our children and our grandchildren. I am, of course, exceptionally honored, and before I go on this, I need to say one thing about Mark Norris. Ms. Deborah, I'm not going to mention you because you wasn't in the process at that time. But when we first started this process of asking, I was an old country boy, didn't know how, I knew how to ask for money, but I didn't know how to ask to it for the government. So I got Mark Norris down here, Senator Norris, and we rode this town, and I told him a vision that our alderman and I had as far as recreation and other things, and I thought he forgot about it being a politician, but he did not. He stayed the course, and he got on board, and he really stayed and remembered to do these things or keep us in mind and go through the process that has to go through. But I'm also, of course, exceptionally honored to welcome our governor to the Atoka this afternoon. His common sense approach in Nashville is leading the way in making Tennessee a smart place to do business, a great place to call home. We're thrilled to have his support and even happier to call him a good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the governor of the state of Tennessee, the mighty state of Tennessee, Governor Bill Haslam.
Hey.
Governor, thank you.
Well done. Thanks, Mayor. Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I know it's a little warm. We'll be thankful for a little bit of cloud cover, but I won't take long. These are exciting events for us because we get a chance to announce how the state is partnering with local communities like this one. Let me tell you what we're doing today. Back in the 90s, we don't always think Congress does a whole lot of smart things, but they did do at least a couple things smart. And one of those was back in the 90s. They decided to start enhancement grants. And rather than Congress deciding where those go, they decided to let states decide. And then states like us enter into the process, and we take applications from communities all across the state. Applications and then recommendations from folks like Senator Norris and Representative Moody. Then we, like I said, there's a fairly competitive process where we try to decide what are those things that we think can be most helpful. I'm here today, actually with great pleasure, to announce that we have a grant for $399,619 for the town of Atoka for its pedestrian neighborhood connector project. I'm should have just come up with not $381 and called it $400,000 even. But anyway, the project, as you all know, connects two existing parks along Walker Parkway, along with surrounding residential areas. Currently, all the pedestrian and bicycle traffic must share the road with vehicles and creates a little bit of unsafe conditions. So we're thrilled that the project will include the trail from Walker Park and will extend east to the Edith Lane trailhead. 10-foot path, native trees and shrubs, signs, drainage improvements, ADA compliant crosswalks and pedestrian bridge crossings. Future aspects of the project will extend to Walker Pond Park and include similar improvements for pedestrians and cyclists. Like I said, it's a pleasure for us to be a part of this process, but I do want to emphasize that a lot of it depends on the local folks who make applications in a very competitive environment, and this is obviously one that we thought was deserving of the state's money. So with that, let me bring up the person who's actually been working on this for a lot longer than I have, Senator Mark Norris. Mark Norris.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Mayor Walker. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The fabric of a fine community like Atoka is woven of many threads. And this is one thread of great importance. As Mayor Walker said, he pointed it out to me several years ago. It started in a Mexican restaurant. But seriously, with the addition of Deborah Moody, with help from our Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, John Schroer, the department's here, but Commissioner Schroer couldn't be here, and ultimately with Governor Haslam's assistance, we were able to spin this additional thread that's really going to be very meaningful to this community. As I look out here with folks I work with day in and day out, trying to make our communities better places, I see our district attorney, Mike Donovan, for example. He, unfortunately, to keep us safe, has to deal in some pretty dark areas with the problems in society. And the contrast with what we're doing here today, we need more projects like these with programs and plans and parks that help people help themselves to feel better and to be outdoors and to tie neighborhoods together in constructive ways.